I feel like we're going to the high school prom.
No wonder. We hardly ever go out.
We're going out tonight.
For a change. You know, though, I'm a little nervous about meeting Wembley.
Wembley? Oh, he has a great sense of humor. You'll like him.
Yes, but will he like me? I've never met any of your friends before.
Well, maybe he'll like you.
Robert, good to see you. Robert, this is my wife, Kate.
Hello.
Kate, this is my dear friend, Robert Wembley, that boring old archaeologist I warned you about.
I'm sure that's not true. It's so very nice to meet
So
you.
good to meet you. Come here with me.
This is really a lovely room.
Well, you certainly make it lovely just walking in here.
Why, thank you.
Have a seat. Sit, Alexei.
Oh, thank you.
We're having beef Wellington tonight. I hope it's all right.
Oh, that's all right. With me, I think Kate might prefer hamburger.
Oh, Alexei.
The way Beulah makes beef Wellington, it's going to taste like hamburger.
Oh, we having a seminar, too?
No, just some wine right now.
Oh, I can go for that.
Here, my love.
Oh, thank you.
And you, my dear friend.
But this looks interesting. What is it?
Oh. This is a reproduction of a document that goes all the way back to the 1st century.
But,
It's written in Ethiopian. I believe this will bring us close to a genuine verification of the Virgin Mary's birth date. We can then finally determine the Madonna's zodiacal potential. Enough of this boring old shop talk. Let's drink to Alexei's beautiful young bride.
would you two excuse me for just 1 minute, please?
Sure.
Oh, that's not necessary. Please stay seated.
Kate has no intrazide clearance whatsoever. She doesn't even know it exists. She thinks I'm a consultant for the Energy Research Development Administration. She knows nothing about my real work.
I simply had no idea. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's nothing. Do you think that document's important?
Possibly a genuine verification.
And is it specific about her birthday?
It narrows the maximum latitude to about 8 days and 4 hours. But without the Jerusalem document, I can't be sure. If I had that document, I could pinpoint the Virgin Mary's birth date to the exact hour.
Wembley, you're going to have that document one way or the other. Very soon.
That was a nice job you did on Wiley.
Thanks.
Say, I've been meaning to ask you, how's Senator Wiley? You see him in Washington, don't you?
Oh, yeah. He's recovering from that accident. But it's kept him off the hill for about 3 weeks now.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know he was that badly hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Say, how's that wife of his? Doesn't she work in urban renewal?
Yeah. Spoke to her a couple of days ago. Everything is well.
She's a hard worker, that girl. I saw her at a party in Georgetown about a year ago. Was the last time.
Oh, you make the Washington social scene, huh?
No, not really. Not the way I used to.
This is a nice library. Who uses it?
Robert Wembley, mostly. This is the historical research section, where history, ancient and recent, is examined, made intelligible, and gleaned for vital facts. This is really the bottom line, Jizan. By studying how people born under various astrological configurations have reacted in the past, we're better able to predict how people living today are apt to respond.
How do you keep track of all this information?
Oh, come on, I'll show you. This is the communications center. On any given day, Intelsat is monitoring over 4,000 exceptional ZPs around the world. By using computers, we're able to keep track of the thousands of manipulations we're performing simultaneously. We also use the computers to store any new information we get from the historical research section.
If I were to give you the exact date of my great-grandfather's birth, could you tell me what his life was like?
Only what his life could have been like, his potentials. But I'd have no way of knowing what his environment did to him. Unless a zodiacal potential is extremely strong in a given direction, it can be easily neutralized by environmental factors.
Alexei, do you know your own zodiacal potential?
No, I don't. I never punched it in. I don't want to know.
What about mine?
You don't want to know either. This is the old observatory where I began putting things together and where I formulated my first zodiacal potential. It's funny. Now I have my own computer, access to any equipment I want, and a huge jet plane to fly it all around. In a way, it's too bad. It's taken millions of dollars and thousands of hours to figure out something that maybe shouldn't have even left this room. Because of me, we can now wiretap directly into a man's soul. And all we need to know is his birthday.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Alexei. If you had discovered, someone else might have, and possibly used it in a much less benevolent way.
Do you know what Albert Einstein's last words were?
No.
If I could lead my life over again, I'd be a carpenter or a plumber.
Do you really think he would have done that?
No. No more than I would. Oh, the old astrologers and the daily horoscopers expect everyone to have a destiny. They just don't realize that the average astrological configuration is extremely balanced, almost neutral. Most people are simply the results of undisturbed genetic potential and environment. They're only destined to become bogged down in their neighbor's mud. Only the zodiacally privileged are above it. Oh, there are such people, and they remake the world. History has given us the prototypes. Their zodiacal configurations are truly astonishing. I'll show you sometime. The Buddha configuration, the Napoleonic, the great Messiah is really remarkable. But most people are simply products of environment. They're only destined to fight the clay that clings to their feet. Some are born great, some are uncompromisingly evil. Most are simply the result of pomp and circumstance. The only ones who are truly above it all are the zodiacally privileged. The only thing they're condemned to is themselves. They have no choice. God help the man who would stand in the way of someone truly destined.
Hi, Alexei. How did your day go?
Tiring? How was yours?
Oh, pretty good. You know what day it is today, don't you?
No.
It's our 5th month anniversary. Don't you want to give me a kiss? That wasn't much of a kiss for a 5th month anniversary. Would you like some wine?
No, thank you.
Alexei, you never drink with me either. Are you sure you even like me?
You know I like you. Just that I'm very tired, and I'm really not very hungry either. Look, I'm going up to bed. I'll see you in the morning, all right?
Come in.
May I talk to you for just a minute?
Yes?
Alexa, why? I mean about us. There has to be an answer.
There is an answer, Kate. You just have to believe me.
But Alexa, I see more of Neil than I see of you.
Listen, Kate, Neil is your friend. You wanted him to live here, and I agreed to it because I know I'm often away.
I know it was my idea, but he's always with me. Just the way that there are guards in front of this house all the time. Alexa, can't you understand? I don't want Neil. I want you. Oh, Alexa, please love me. Please be a husband to me. Oh, for God's sake, make love to me. Alexa, do you remember what you said when you told me how you'd like things to be between us?
It isn't a question of what I would like.
You did say it wasn't something you wanted, that's true, but the hardest thing is not knowing how long it's going to go on like this. You began by saying that it could go on for weeks or even months, but Alexa, as of tonight, it's been 5 months. Can't you tell me anything? Has anything changed? Is anything going to change?
I don't know! I'm doing my best to find out. What more can I say?
Nothing.
Gavin.
Dr. Marital, how was your flight?
Oh, not too bad.
I'm glad you're finally here.
What's the matter?
Things are looking bad. Several corpses have washed down the river since Rav left.
Have you heard anything from her?
Nothing for 2 days.
What do you think has happened?
I have something in the basement you had better take a look at. It will give you some idea.
He's so young.
Except for one old woman. They were all young girls, tethered together in 2s and 3s by a thin leather cord, run through a hole cut through the heel of the right foot. Most of them were also sexually mutilated.
God. How long has she been dead?
All of the streams coming out of the hills run very fast, so she hadn't been in the water more than 24 hours.
A zodiacal configuration like Kajurst's is one thing on a computer screen.
But it's quite a different matter when you see it like this. It's like Hitler. No one could have done what he did. But he did it. I wonder what her zodiacal potential was.
Do you think we'll hear from Rob soon?
I don't know. We'll just have to wait.
We were worried.
Quite a greeting.
I'm glad you're okay. Here, let me take that.
Can I help?
I've got it.
Hello, Rabbit.
Oh, it's good to see you. Have you seen the bodies yet?
Yes, we have. What's going on up there?
They're running out of food. I have the details on my tape.
Can we hear it?
Let me clean up first. I'll tell you about it later. Did my equipment arrive yet?
I had it put in a Royal Air Force jet. It should be in New Delhi by morning and trucked out here by tomorrow afternoon. What are you going to do with the TV stuff?
Are any of you familiar with Tatum Barnum's work on non-sensory perception?
You mean feeding video images directly into the brain via electrodes without using the eyes?
Yes, it was originally developed with the hope that someday it might enable people whose eyes and ears have been damaged to see or hear by putting stimulus directly into the brain using video cameras, microphones, and electrodes.
Has it been perfected?
To some extent, yes. The major problem seems to be that the brain becomes confused by such direct stimulation, so the images and sounds tend to seem more like dreams than reality. But for our purposes, that should work fine.
What's going on around here? Who are all these people?
We're going to make a videotape using that actor who we're making up to look like Kajurist. The videotape is designed to show Kajurist how to work his followers into a frenzy by standing in front of them with a fake Tarum dagger and cutting himself, and at the same time telling them that he and those who follow him are immune to the Tarum poison. After we finish the videotape, we're going to play it through electrodes, which we'll temporarily glue to Kajurist's skull. To do this, we have to sneak into his camp late at night, and without waking him up, anesthetize him with a tranquilizer dart. If he wakes up, it won't work. With any luck, he'll confuse the videotape with the day's real events. In the morning, he'll try to act them out. Only instead of using a prop, he'll be using a real Tarum knife dipped in real poison that we will have left behind.
Why don't you let me come with you? You okay up there?
Fine. The whore is just around the bend.
Oh my God. Is that all that's left of Gahor? I'd seen films of this a couple of weeks ago at Intazat headquarters. I hadn't realized it was so devastating.
Isn't this a lovely spot to have a picnic?
Guess I can work up an appetite.
I think we should eat before we move in on Kajurst.
Is all of your work so exciting?
No, most of it's quite routine. Giving someone a flat tire so they miss a plane. Breaking a diplomat's leg. Setting up a volunteer ambulance course so some overly organizational type with an ego problem will have something to do. It's not every day I have to precipitate a gas shortage or a stock market crash.
You serious?
Rarely. I'm going in. You stay here and keep me covered. If I'm not out in 12 minutes, get the hell out of here and don't be afraid to use your gun.
Do you really think Alexei believes that a tribal outlaw with a few followers is going to take over the world? You were used, Rav. This has nothing to do with India. This has nothing to do with Interzad as well. It's a child, Rav. The child who's waiting to be born.
Child? Waiting?
Stay with me forever, Rav. Stay with me.
Hello?
New York surveillance lost Kate. It could be bad. You'd better come back. you hurry so late at night?
I'm sorry, I just have to catch a plane and I'm really late. I'm sorry.
Did you find Kajers?
How did you know I was looking for Kajers?
The sky told me. Just like when he was born, the sky tells when something is happening.
What do you mean, just like when he was born? He was born July 31st, 1949 in Bombay. That was a sunny day.
Kajers was not born in Bombay. He was born on a mountain at midnight in a storm.
Please, cut the cards. Give me your hand. You! Get out of here! I told you to stay away from her! Get out! Get out! Forgive me. I'm very sorry. This is outrageous. It will not happen again. Something has gotten into him.
It's all right. I'm sure he meant no harm.
He is not himself.
Here, please. Take
No.
this.
You must not give me anything. Take it with you. You must never come back here again.
You must let me follow her. I have to. She has money.
Money. With her money, you could buy yourself a place in hell.
I'm going to follow her.
I will kill you if you try.